Hi, hello, and welcome back to the ARC series where we go from Beach Bob to Giga Rider. I am probably not Vlad, and you're watching us do that right now. There is a drop right here, so I'm going to go quickly collect that. But the goal for this episode is to get ourselves a slightly better at least. Ooh, that's a lot of meat. Nice. I like that. That's what she said. We're going to try to get ourselves a better Pteranodon using this Pteranodon. I haven't had a chance to look at any comments if you guys have left any regarding the name of the Pteranodon because I literally just started recording again immediately. We're going to drop these. We don't really need those anymore, do we? War map gives a chunk of hide. Let's put it over here and then war map demolish. No, that gave me one piece of wood and 2 pieces of fiber. That gave me exactly nothing. And now I accidentally picked up these again, so we got to drop them again. Okay. I don't think I'll be using the small crop plot for pretty much anything. We're just going to drop in everything we don't really need on ourselves into the smithy right here. Okay, these most of this doesn't need to be on me. I think that's good enough. We got a bunch of arrows. We got a bunch of well, not a bunch, but a bit of trank. I think I may have to make myself a couple of more trank arrows. Let's do that. Yes, we have a lot of spoiled meat. Actually, we might actually want to turn that into some stuff. So let's craft 2 of these trank arrows, and then Alfonso here is storing all of our narco berries. 100 spoiled meat is 500 narco berries, so I think something along the lines of 1060 would be good. 30 times 5 is 150. 1150 ought to do the trick. So let's just transfer some of these back. Transfer some of these back, grab some more of these. 1,200, that'll have to do for now. Maybe we get some more from here. We do. Grab some meat from this as well. And let's shove that all into here. Boom, boom. And make ourselves a bunch of narcotic. 239 narcotic. Ooh, that's good. That's pretty dang good if you ask me. Now, we need a name for Pteranodon here. I did mention that earlier that I did not have a chance yet to take a look at those names. But if you even commented any, I do not know. I'm recording this fairly in advance before I've even made a YouTube channel. So yeah, because I usually make YouTube videos for World of Warcraft, and this is a new thing for me. We're gonna level nothing but stamina on this one because honestly, it doesn't matter how much health or melee or anything else it has. We only need this to fly around and find a better Pteranodon. So its other stats are irrelevant. The only thing that it's gonna actually interact with is the stamina in order to be able to fly around. Now, I do have a rule for this Pteranodon, and that is don't stare at me. Whatever you do, don't stare at me. And now we need to determine the name. So we're going to go into options, change name, and you, honestly, you, to me, look like a Kyle. I'm going to name you Kyle. You look like a Kyle. It's the chin, really. The chin really makes me think I punch holes into my drywall. So we're going to go ahead and fly up there. What I want to do is I want to get myself a spyglass so I can determine the level of the Pteranodon I'm looking at without having to go and hug it. See this one I see here? I have to go hug it before I can actually see the level. So let's go hug it real quick. Hello. Level 15. Absolute garbage. Just garbage right here. Oh, is that a Bronto on top of a hill? Am I crazy? That's a Bronto on top of a hill. That's kind of insane. Anyway, moving on. We're going to go and fly up this hill. I would say running up that hill to quote the song, but I am literally flying right now, so there's no point in doing that. I would just be lying to you. And I would never lie to you. Okay, we've reached the top of the mountain. There's some crystal nodes here. Now we're low on stamina, as it were. There's a moss chop there, it looks like. We're just gonna let Kyle's stamina recover while we grab some of this gorgeous, beautiful, delicious crystal. Look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? We're gonna grab all of that goodness. We don't need all this much, but I may as well grab it. There's a Dilo here that's angry at me and at Kyle. I don't know what we did to him to piss him off, but it doesn't really matter. Now we can craft a spyglass. No, we're missing 10 hide. Yeah, you know how I said I'm just gonna run away from this Dilo? No, we're gonna pick a fight with it because I have to win that fight and secure this hide for my spyglass. Oh no, Kyle, no. Kyle, no. Kyle, down. Bad Kyle, bad. I whistled passive now. He should be leaving things alone. We're gonna go ahead and just, yeah, do one of those real quick. Quick C-spin will take care of that. That'll collect enough hide for us to craft ourselves a awesome spyglass. Now that's one of the mods we have, is the awesome spyglass, because the regular spyglass just shows you the level. But if I use this, first of all, it shows up like this. It doesn't instantly zoom me in while I'm on a dino. You can hold right click to zoom in, but I don't think it works on a dino. You have to be kind of on the ground. And it shows us the levels that this thing has. It also shows us how we're gonna tame it as well, which is amazing. So very, very nice. Very nice mod. Makes life a lot better. Now you can skip like taming mob or creatures that are like a level 150, but it has like 72 points into oxygen for some reason or whatever, you know? You don't want to tame those. They're not going to turn out all that great unless you're desperate, which is, you know, like me. I'm going to end up finding a 150 Giga when I have to tame a Giga for the end of the series. It's going to be a whole thing. I am apparently currently freezing to death, though. That's not good. Level 15 Pteranodon, Ptooey. We don't want any of that. Get out of here, you weirdo. There's another one over there. And we're out of stamina. That one's level 10. That's even worse. There's one over there, level 5. They're just getting worse and worse, man. 15, 10, 5. What's next? I'm going to find a level 1 Pteranodon, and I'm going to glitch out the game just to spawn one in. What the heck? But I do need to get used to just how little stamina these low-level Pteranodons have. Now, speaking of which, we have a level to put into that, so let's see if that kind of improves things. Probably not, honestly. It's like one extra flap of the wings is what we get from a level up. But hey, a flap at a time keeps the doctor away, I think, is the saying. I don't know. Grandma was kind of delirious on her deathbed, so I didn't really understand her. Anyway, we were kind of heavy, or Bird's kind of heavy. The crystal and the stone and everything's kind of adding up. I'm feeling a little stupid. I probably should have left that at home in the smithy, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I can't really be moving too fast around here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna land up here because sometimes Dinotherium spawn around here, and the last thing I need is a giant elephant running at me and killing me. That would really put a dent in how quickly we can find a better Pteranodon. That looks like a Pteranodon. That's level 25. Okay, we're going in the opposite direction from the 15, 10, 5 situation, so maybe this improves our luck. Maybe this is a portent of things to come. I think I'm using the word portent wrong. Actually, now I'm going to go Google what portent means. Let me just quickly go over to here. Portent definition. What it says is a sign or warning that a momentous or calamitous event is likely to happen. Okay, a portent of things to come. So it has to be like a big deal what's happening. It can't just be anything happening. Okay. Well, maybe it's a portent of a level 150 Pteranodon. Nope, I got a lower level one immediately. It's level 20. What's this one? Is this one level 20 as well? Are you kidding me? 2 level 20 Pteranodons? If this one's level 20... 3 level 20 Pteranodons went one next to the other. Spawned in at the same at the same location. That's insane. A level 41 over there, that's something. This one's level 80. Okay. 80 is the highest we've seen so far. 80 is the highest we've seen so far. I would like them to be even higher level, but I cannot control how they spawn in. I mean, I'm an admin on the server. I can kind of do whatever the fuck I want. But for the sake of this challenge, I of course will not be spawning in anything for myself. That would be insane. There is a beaver dam over here, and the beavers are nearby. Do I risk it for the biscuit? I'm already heavy, and I don't want to pick up the wood, but eventually I might need the wood for something, so maybe I'll come back here when I... Do I even need the cementing paste? I don't think so. Not for this challenge, not for what I'm doing right now. So let's just move along this side and see if we can't find ourselves a better Pteranodon.
One eternity later.
So I've been flying around like a fucking moron with my microphone muted for I don't know how long, but basically I've determined that I will be taming this level 80 Pteranodon because I can't find anything better. I found a level 90, but it was way back there, and I wanted to check Herbivore Island before I continue. But yes, I've been muted for God knows how long, and now I'm kind of scared to go look back at my footage to see what exactly is and isn't muted. I might need to actually do that real quick. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it was a good while that I was muted. Did the Pteranodon land while I was looking at my footage? Well, I can't see it anymore, so Lord knows where it is. Hold on, Kyle. To the sky. Let's see if we can find our Pteranodon friends. Oh, there's our level 80 Pteranodon friend. We found him. Time for you to eat bola. Let's go. Boom. And we're going to clock you in the dome right here. This, I think, is going to be good enough to tame us an Argentavis. I guess this is going to be an Argentavis episode because I kind of skipped through flying and looking for a Pteranodon. God, I made so many good jokes you guys won't get to hear because I was an idiot and I was muted. Whatever. We need prime meat. Kyle, do you still have the prime meat I gave you? Yes, you do. Good job, Kyle. And we're going to put that in the inventory of this guy. I don't have to worry about a single thing here, honestly. There's nothing here that can attack this guy. It's Herbivore Island. That's what it's called. There's a bunch of herbivores here. Now, the thing I could worry about is Xifactinus kind of flopping onto the beach and hitting it, but I think that's extremely unlikely. And if it happens, it is a sign for us to go tame a different Pteranodon. So Kyle here will probably be relinquished of his saddle while we fly our other Pteranodon back to base. base. Don't need this. Could use this, actually. We're gonna put this 5 weight, though. That's heavy as hell. Wool. Might need this in the future. With this, I may just actually be too heavy. Yes, I am too heavy. We're just gonna have to drop some stone or something. I think that's just gonna have to happen. I hate doing this. I love keeping as many resources on us as possible, but we just have to make some kind of space in our inventory. Otherwise, it's just gonna be too big of a pain in the ass to deal with this. I am going to wait for this one to actually be tamed, and then we're gonna skedaddle back to base. So one thing I just learned is that Kyle is in fact a female. So my apologies, Kyle. You have a very strong jawline, so I just assumed, hence the name of Kyle. But we're just going to call you not Jike, but Kylette. Kylette sounds like a much better name for a female Pteranodon with that strong of a jawline. I can't really help but consider you a Kyle in spirit.
A few moments later.
We are just about ready to receive a new family member, another female Pteranodon this time around. We're going to be noticing that immediately. What the hell do you want, bro? Did I ask you to join this? Okay, fine. Jeez, yeah, sulk. Go ahead and sulk. Whatever, man. Trikes, man, they always sulk. I don't know what to tell you. I gotta think of a name here on the spot. You look like a Brenda. I think we're gonna, yeah, Brenda is gonna be the name here. Brenda. There you go, Brenda. Brenda's neck is snapped, and she kind of does weird shit like that. But that's just Brenda for you. You know how Brenda gets. Well, anyway, we're going to apply some rules here. One is don't stare into my soul. I don't like it when you do that. The other one is don't follow me right now, and we're going to whistle passive as well. There we go. And another thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab this saddle off of Kylette here. My apologies. We stored everything else onto Kylette, and we're going to move this over to Brenda. We're going to give Kyle here, or Kylette, sorry. We're going to put some raw prime meat in there, and then we're going to grab Brenda, and we're going to go and we're going to grab a little bit of metal here. However much metal I can carry with Brenda is how much we're going to take back. Since we're right next to metal nodes, you know, I may as well just make the most of that. And we're just going to beat the shit out of this. I don't know how much Brenda is able to carry. I haven't actually checked. We're going to see here in a moment as soon as I'm done beating the shit out of this rock. There you go. So what kind of weight are we working with here? Actually, we can carry out quite a bit more. 170 weight total, almost 1k health. That's going to be plenty. We're thinking stamina. Let's get 1k health. Yeah, that's going to be nice. 1k health. Let's collect some more not stone. Well, we're getting a good chunk of stone, but we're mainly doing this for the metal, obviously. We're going to collect that, and then we're going to head back to base because we do need a hefty amount of metal just to get all of our flak and everything, and to not have to worry about metal in the future. I feel like if we just finish a couple of more nodes here and carry however much Brenda can carry, we should be good. We're looking pretty heavy right now. We're going to drop the stone. That's 10 weight we got back. I accidentally dismounted. Didn't mean to do that. We're going to look for this metal node. Brenda gets another level up. That's wonderful. We do want some levels into Brenda. Get some of that stamina in there so we can fight some Argentavis, because we might need to fight some to kill all of them off so that we can actually, you know, respawn them over at the Redwood Mountain and have a good one to actually tame, because oftentimes there isn't a good one spawned in, so you have to just keep murdering them until you get one to proc. I say proc as if it's a rarity or something, but wait, we accidentally picked up an EXP node with Brenda here, but that means we're gonna have a decently good Pteranodon at the very least, which I'm still a little bit annoyed about that. I'm gonna be honest with you, but look at all these points we get to put into stamina now. I'm kind of cool with it. Looking at the stamina, 400 stamina is pretty good. Let's put a couple of points into weight just for good measure, and we can now maybe pick up some more iron. I think this is good enough. I think we're gonna grab Kylette and we're gonna head back home. We might grab that blue drop over there. That might be a good idea. So let's whisper follow on Kylette. Kylette can now keep up with us. Now I'm of course going to find like a level 150 Pteranodon on the way home, and if I do, honestly, I'm taming it. I don't really care. Even if it's a little stupid and defeats the purpose of this video, I am still going to tame it because it's a 150. Why wouldn't I tame it? Out of spite? I'm not that spiteful. I'm not gonna spite myself out of a good dinosaur. You know what I mean? Never look a gifted 150 spawn spawn in the whatever. There's a level 90 over there. That's the one I was thinking about earlier. Actually, you don't know about that because I was freaking muted. So how would you know about that? What am I getting out of this? Nothing really. We're going to drop pretty much all of this. Maybe stimulant I can keep. Whatever. Who knows if I'll need stimulant or not. Brenda is at full stamina now, so let's start heading back towards the Alfonso marker. Kylette's really excited because I don't have I'm not weighing her down anymore, so that's nice at least for Kylette. And I have to admit, I'm already feeling the difference in stamina and everything. I feel like I'm traveling. Then again, I'm not like meandering left and right a lot, which is what I was doing with Kylette. So it felt like I was wasting a bunch of stamina. Maybe that's why it felt like I didn't travel far with the same amount of stamina, because Kylette doesn't have that much less stamina than Brenda here. But what do I know? I'm just some dude. There's maybe potentially some Pteranodons over here. There's a T-Rex right there. Look at that. Level 45, kind of shit. Shit level Pteranodon, but we're going to keep on looking. There's another T-Rex. There's 3 T-Rexes here. 130 Rex. We will be revisiting this beach. Hopefully that Rex is still alive when we come back here, but a 130 Rex is basically exactly what we need. We'll be getting a Rex probably after the Argentavis, but we did unlock Rex saddles, so we're looking good. We can make a pretty cheap Rex trap with just 4 stone gates. Don't even need, or stone gateways, not gates. Gates are useless on their own. But 4 stone gateways will give us a really good trap for a Rex, so we can use that. We might have to murder all the rest of them, but if we have a good Argent, killing Rexes is piss easy. They can't even hit you or anything. It's kind of nice. Those are some nasty raptors. I don't want to have to deal with that for a blue drop that doesn't contain all that much, because Awesome Spyglass lets me see what there is in a drop, and if I look over there, it says there's some narcotic, rare flowers, stone reinforced large cellar door, stone quarter wall and railing, stone water intake. I don't care about any of those. I can get all those materials pretty easily. And look at these raptors just circling underneath us. That is actually quite menacing. I'm going to skedaddle out of here before something happens. But yeah, I can gather all of the materials I get from demolishing those structures very easily, so I don't want to bother too much. That's a Dinotherium. I'm just going to keep on moving because I don't feel like getting punched in the face by that thing. I kind of can't really see where I'm going, but I'm not too worried about it because I know I'm going towards safety, relative safety. Pteranodon over there, I'm having trouble targeting it. There it is, level 15. Of course it is. Why would it be a good level when it could be absolute trash? There we go. I don't have much time left to record for this episode, it seems like, so I might not be heading into the redwood. Or maybe I make it to the redwood, put down my trap, and then take it from there. What do you guys think? I think that might be a good idea. I think that might be something I do. I can create my trap at the very least, and then see what we do from there. Let's land on this metal node. I don't think I can carry any more metal though. I don't think I can carry any more metal. I was thinking about hopping off and just breaking this metal node, gathering it, but I could just do that in a little bit later if I need more metal, which I don't think I do. The only thing I can really think of needing more metal for would be level 110 Pteranodon. Really? And what are you? What level are you down there? Level 60? 110 though. 1k health, 19 points into health, 23 points into stamina. Ooh. Well, time to go cast another landing spell. I think I know how this episode ends. Okay, Brenda, are you passive? Yes, you are. Kyle, are you passive? Yes, and you're following Brenda. Good. Where is our there you are. Okay. I need to cast a landing spell at it, but I'm worried that my landing spell would put it into danger. You're level 60. I don't care about you. Let's just follow it around. Why not, actually? I'll jump on Brenda and follow around this level 110 Pteranodon. That would be a marked improvement. Even over Brenda's pretty beefy. Brenda's got pretty good stats right now. It doesn't look like there's anything else really around here. I'm looking down to see if there's any like raptors or anything that would bother us. It doesn't look like it, but this one's being a little bit indecisive. Ma'am, could you please just land? I may need to pull out the heavy guns, the heavy artillery, as it were. So we grab a hatchet. He knew. This Pteranodon already knew I was going to start casting the landing spell, so it just did as it was told. Kylette, you have all of our trank arrows. So we're going to need to grab those off of you. And then we need to shoot probably 2 into this one because it's level 110. Or there's the passive torpor from... nope, we need a second one. There we go. Well, this is nice. We got ourselves another one. At the very least, what we're going to have is a bunch of Pteranodons to keep us flying around. Going to increase the weight on this one. We're going to... Actually, we already took what we needed. And we're going to load this one up with meat. Hello. All right, we're so close to base right now that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Kylette back to base, and then we can just fly back to this Pteranodon whenever we're ready to actually tame it. Being far away from it is actually a good thing because we don't have to worry about it taming or it getting hit if it's not rendered in. Also, yes, this is a Bronto on a hill next to me. That's kind of crazy. A level 10 Bronto just chilling there on top of that cliff. That's kind of insane. What the hell? I've never seen them spawn in there. That's really weird looking. But oh well. Hello, Alfonso. Did you miss us? I hope so. I never did make a feeding trough. Let's make a feeding trough real quick. You can stop following. We're gonna yoink this off of Brenda. Yo, stop. Bro, okay. Follow me. Come over to me. Come over to Kylette, don't sulk and come over. Yeah, there you go. And quickly equip this. And then when she turns around, we're going to whistle stop. We're going to mount up and we're too heavy. Okay, never mind. I understand though. And Kylette lands. That is wonderful. We're going to grab... Oh no, I just straight up dropped all my wood. I thought that I put wood and fiber and stuff on Kylette, but that is not the case. We're going to go and get 120 wood so we can craft this. I hear a Dilo nearby. I'm going to have to exterminate with extreme prejudice. Ha! Get juked. Even when I'm slow, I can still juke, you idiots. 96 damage being done. I guess it's headshots, so that's why. But that's kind of crazy damage. Okay, what are we doing? We made the feeding trough. That's good, that's good. We're going to place it right about here. And now we can actually move all of these berries and stuff over to, oh, okay, that's a little bit heavy, huh? We're gonna move all these berries and stuff over to here, like so. We have a lot of narco berries and stuff, which is also a thing. We have some clubs. We don't really need the clubs anymore. We're gonna put this prime meat in here. Where did I get prime meat? I don't even know. Did I not put prime meat on that Pteranodon? I think I did. If it's taming that much, then it's prime meat. So I think that's okay. What's this? These are clubs. I don't care about clubs anymore. Okay, we have this taken care of. Brenda, are you good? You're good. What do I put? Stamina, I guess? No, weight? More points in the weight. 200 weight, and then we'll leave Brenda alone and just pump stamina. Kylette, we have some materials in here that we're gonna pick up and drop into the smithy in the base. Oh goodness, a little bit of maintenance being done here. Have to do these things. We got some crystal. We're gonna drop off this club. This what else? A bunch of metal. I forgot about the metal. We just need to drop the metal in here. We don't have any extra wood. I didn't think of that. I should go collect some wood. But Kylette still has some materials. Nope, no materials. And is light enough to be transported now. We're going to land Kylette here on the building. There we go. I'm going to grab this. Put a point into weight for Kylette, I guess. I don't even know. Brenda needs to be taken back to that Pteranodon. Or maybe I could swim. I'll just fly over. There's no point in swimming. It's just so much slower and for no reason. Really. Now we do have a bunch of trank arrows or trank narcotic here. We're going to make a bunch of trank arrows. Why not? Actually, we have the blueprint for trank arrows in the smithy. So we're going to take half of these here. We're going to put this here. And can we could just craft 100 in here. That's awesome. I don't have to be slowed down. That's wonderful, actually. I don't think I have a storage box made. Okay, I need wood. We're gonna grab Brenda. We're gonna go get some wood. I know grabbing up Pteranodon to go farm some resources is kind of stupid, but I have a stack mod, so I can kind of do that. We just need a good chunk of wood so that we can craft the things we want to craft. What I really want is a storage box. Can I make a storage box? I think I don't know how to make a storage box. Let me download that knowledge into my brain. There we go. Download it. Now we can make a storage box. Storage box. There we go. Well done. Brenda, thank you very much for the assist. We need more wood. I just realized we need more wood for for smelting metal. I'm going a bit back and forth here, but I'm just trying to do a bunch of stuff while we wait for the Pteranodon to tame up, because that's kind of going to be the end of the episode here. So let's quickly just chop down a bunch of wood here. Chippity choppity. I need a lot of wood. Maybe I should go to that beaver dam. Nah, that's too big of a trip right now. We don't need it that bad. And we just collected 500 wood right here. That's going to be more than enough for smelting all the metal that we farmed up here recently. And we're probably going to get some more just for good measure. Was that a Pteranodon near me, or am I crazy? No, it's just the sound my Pteranodon's making. Okay, goodness gracious. Brenda, you sounded like you were off to the side. That was weird. Okay, we wanted to put down this box right here inside. Boom, there we go. I can put this in here, kind of useless. What else? I can move this and this. Maybe these spears, this club. Spark powder doesn't need to be out here. Oh, another thing that doesn't need to be out here is this small crop plot. Who needs that there? I'm just gonna move all these miscellaneous type items in here. There we go. 1,000 wood in my inventory is more than enough for the smelting we need to do. So we're gonna go ahead and put like what? I don't know, 263 in here. Probably need more than that. Let's see if we can put like 460. That should be enough. Very good. And maybe half of this goes in there. I think that's just about it. I don't really need flint for anything on me. We do have 100 trank arrows in here. We're gonna grab that just so we have enough trank arrows for whatever we decide to tame, except for like Giga stuff. But Gigas are a bit in the future. Now let's go wait for our Pteranodon to tame. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna farm some metal there because we have some space in our inventory. Oh, never mind, it's tamed. Never mind, we're not going to be farming any metal. I think that's it. Let's go see what stats we have on the new Pteranodon, and let's give it a name. Hello, Pteranodon. Hello. We need to think of a better name for you. First of all, let's establish some ground rules. Don't f***ing stare into my soul. I don't like that. We have 32 points into health, which is actually not that bad. For a level 110, this is great. 29 points into stamina, also pretty good. 32 points into weight. This is a really good Pteranodon. For being a level 110, this is a really good Pteranodon. Its melee damage is atrocious. It's 15 points. It's abnormally low, actually. Abnormally low. But it's making up for it by having really high stats for what I need. Stamina and weight is amazing. Health is pretty good because we're going to get hit by Argentavis quite a bit. So this is actually a really good Pteranodon. That's kind of stupid how good that is. I was going to farm some metal, but I think that can wait. I think we want to take this back to base. Let's get 200 weight on you. That is wonderful. Yeah, your happy noises. Okay, and now we need some happy noise. I know what to make your name. Happy noises. There you go, Happy Noises here. That's actually such a cute name, to be honest with you. Let's set you to passive. Let's make Brenda here follow you, and let's go, Happy Noises. I'm going to be making Happy Noises in the next episode, where we're going to be taming up a lovely Argentavis. I already know it's going to be amazing. We're going to find a very high level Argentavis. Where is Brenda? Brenda, you slacking. Why you slacking? I'm gonna move on, Brenda. God damn it. Anyway, while Brenda catches up, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, friends. We managed to get ourselves a really good Pteranodon. This is genuinely really good for what we need. Happy Noises is a wonderful Pteranodon. We're gonna go ahead and grab this saddle. We're just juggling one saddle between a bunch of Pteranodons. It's kind of annoying, but we'll make it work. And let's park Brenda up here. Brenda's gonna be the backup Pteranodon. I might need to make a second saddle just so I can actually use my backup Pteranodons, but that's a problem for future Vlad. Right now, we're gonna park right here, turn on K mode, and get ready for the video outro, which is thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, make sure you subscribe because there's more episodes coming, and leave the word happy noises, or rather that's 2 words, Vlad. Leave the phrase happy noises in your comment because we have happy noises behind us, and happy noises will take us to victory. Victory being getting an Argentavis in the next episode. If you do leave happy noises in your comment, I'll make sure to heart it. But as always, friends, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.